Good morning. This is Lori from the Pink Girly channel. It's Friday. The weeks go by so fast, don't they? I'm not sure what direction I'm headed today, but I really do love making journals. So I think I might work on something like that. But as I wait for a few folks to pop in, I have some things to share and to show. I guess I should say show, not share. I don't know. It's kind of a dreary day here today. And we're having our air conditioner unit. Good morning, Teresa. We're having our central air replaced today. Now, so far they've been quiet. I thought they would be noisy at the outset because they had to take the outside box and drag that away, but it's been very quiet. So they're not over top of where I'm working. So I'm thinking it will be okay, but if it gets too noisy, I'll have to jazz out of here because I know I would find that annoying. I would find it annoying. So how are you, Teresa? I don't know. I was in Murray's for a while. Man, the bots were getting her. It's so funny. At a certain time, they just start slamming you. And I had to come get ready. I've been cleaning my desk off all morning. All morning. I've got a few things here I'm thinking about. I don't know, same old story. I like to keep most of my things right at an easy reach because then if it's out of sight, it's out of mind for me. That's so true for me. I'm doing okay. I slept pretty well. Good morning, Stephanie. Nice to see you. And up a little earlier than I wanted to be. The air conditioning guys are here at 7. We knew that was a possibility, but Mary's still on. Sometimes she goes over a little. Good morning, my friend Barbara. How are you today? How was your pea soup, Barb? I love me some pea soup. I made lentil soup the other day. Of course, I crock pot mostly everything because I'm lazy especially when it comes to cleaning and cooking. And my husband couldn't find me the regular lentils. And so I used what they call yellow lentils. I guess they do taste a little different, but they're still good. But I do love beans. I just made a fresh cup of coffee, so I'm slurping. So, of course, me being up at 7, I feel like I need a nap already. Jeez. I don't know. I need to drink more water and get my diet in order. Gosh. Gosh, I don't think I know anything new. I've got a couple of the pea soup. I gotcha. Yeah, what time do you want me to arrive? Barb, I checked out how far you are from my sister's place, and to me this is so funny. And I wanted to check, like an air flight or, how to get more towards your area. So I put in Google search distance between Plattsburgh, New York and Manitoba, Canada. And the response was, it's complicated. May we suggest a flight? I almost wet my pants. Well, this company is supposed to be known for their accuracy and showing up when they are supposed to show up. So yeah, they were here, and even our first appointment with them to go over things and what was needed, he was here right on time. The next guy, right on time. So yeah, we didn't have trouble. Now getting a tree guy to come in this area, that's a different story. Those guys, or like my husband called a fella. We had a driveway put in a couple of years ago. Well, redone, you know, and I mean the house had a driveway, so it was all cracked and things like that drive my husband crazy. He's all about the grass and the outside of the house. He loves gardening and all that stuff. So we called the same fella because now that we have, good morning, Judy. Now that we have this big open space, either moving the air conditioning unit outside from, it's almost, the old one was really right next to our slider doors out the back door, out the back of the house to this little patio. And the air conditioning box was right smack dab in, not in the middle of the patio, but by the house. It was just really in the way. So my husband's having them move it out to the corner of the house, so that opens up a large spot in the patio. So now we need to think about a little concrete there or something, right? So he called the guy that did our driveway. Well, that was 3 or 4 days ago. Milt. Hey, Dixie Doodles. Good morning. All right, let's see. There's 9 of us here. All right, so everyone, if you were just coming in and you didn't hear me say, we're having our air conditioning replaced today. They've been quite quiet, but should it get noisy, I'll just have to buzz on out. But we'll see how it goes. So far, it's been okay. And I want to start off by saying, good morning. My name is Lori, and I'm a hoarder. I really love my art stuff. Okay. And like many of us, I guess I have too much stuff, but there are certain things like I really like. And one of them is Edith Holden books. Well, not so much the book, the pages. So I think I'm going to mess around with some Edith Holden pages today. But I also wanted to say, after Christmas, with some Christmas money, I decided I was going to bite the bullet and order myself, not the biggest set, but the 36 set of the Inktense watercolors. I've been wanting them for a while, and it was Christmas, and I had some money to use. So I went to Dick Blick and I ordered them, and I thought the price wasn't bad for what I was getting. Well, good morning, Marty. So I ordered them, 36 count, and of course I got a notice that they were back ordered. I ordered them in January. So like a week ago, they still weren't here, and I'd gotten a notice, you can leave your order open or choose something else, yada, yada, yada. So I looked on Amazon just to see. Barbara, you are so stinking funny. And, oh, yes, how's your mother-in-law, Marty? Anyway, I checked on Amazon, and the price was only a couple of bucks different from Blick. So I said to my sister, I'm just going to order me that set and cancel the Blick order. So I did, and I canceled the Blick order, and then I got a notice from Blick. It's too late. The item already shipped. Da, 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 da. So now I have 2. And I'm really not trying to be an enabler. I have no one really in my life that gets excited about this stuff like I do. So to show you guys things that I enjoy and we're like-minded, it's just fun. Now, the one thing I didn't realize, and I'll have to go online and see if I can find it. Did Marty answer about her mother-in-law. There's no name, or there's no chart, there's no grid to know what color is what. See, I'm all about the name. I'm all about the name, girls. So I'll have to see, because I've got a book here somewhere that I keep track of my colors, my swatches, if you will. Wonder where that book is. Is that this? Yeah, it's this one here. I'll show you. I just picked up a little, and of course, this has been years ago. Girls, I think I'm losing weight. I put my glasses on top of my head, and it's twice today they fell off. Okay, I'm just saying. All right. No word. Okay, Marty says her mother-in-law is about the same. No worse, so that's good. She's been having low magnesium, and we're trying to get it back up. She does seem to be making more sense. Okay, girls, just how about we say a quick prayer for Marty's mother-in-law? All right, let's do that. Dear Lord, please forgive me for any sin, anything that's between you and I, so that you would hear my prayer. And Father, we just lift to you Marty's mother-in-law. You know her, you love her. Father, we just pray that you would wrap your arms around her, that you would help her regain her strength, get her magnesium up, and there would be good results, and that her family would have more years to enjoy her. And we just pray that you give those caring for her wisdom. And we know that you love her so very dearly. We thank you, Lord, for it's in your name that we pray. Amen. All right. So, who's losing their hair? Oh, Barbara's going to go to the Dick Blick store, but our trip got canceled. Oh, that's disappointing. Actually, I like the online better. I visited a store in Philadelphia, and they don't have as many deals, I don't think. Teresa is praying too. Let me read that out for the replayers. Loving Heavenly Father, we ask you to touch Marty's mother-in-law right now as we sit here and we put our hearts towards home. Lord, we know that you are able to create us and you can heal us. Amen. Thank you, Teresa. All right. Why, why won't my glasses stay on my head? Because my brain's not so good. Yeah. Yes, Judy, earlobes for sure. Oh my gosh. It's not too warm here yet, but we don't have any air, of course, all day because the fellows are working on it. Teresa, it is an honor and a privilege to be asked to pray. That's why it's upsetting when you don't get asked to pray and then you find out something's going on and it's like, oh man, I could have been praying. Okay, so I just picked up a little journal somewhere. It wasn't expensive, and of course I had to cover it with a napkin. I was going to say a tissue, a napkin. And then I just put tabs on my pages of what everything is. It's not, I don't have my camera up so high. Maybe go up that way. It's a little better. So I started, of course, to draw in, and I thought, oh, I could use this book because it's grid. So these are my Neo 2 colors. And, to tell you the truth, I don't know that okay, Teresa, she's going to go get a coffee. I don't know that I've looked at this a whole lot, but it's nice to have it if you do want to look at it. And so then these are my Prismacolors. So everything I have here. Now I know some girls do them on rings. Tissue, I don't even know you. Oh, yes, you do. I blocked you. And these are my Winsor Newton watercolors. So it's just, so I want to find a spot in here to put my Inktense. But I have to know what they are. because it drives me crazy not to know the name of the color. Okay, so that's not going to go back up in there. That's not going to go back up in there. So the last couple of streams, and I think I uploaded a video. I'm not sure. I've been doing a lot of jelly plating lately, trying to get some stuff done. And I was using one of those little wheelie, Stampin' Up! Like wheelie inker things. And when I went to clean it, I started to peel it off. And look at this cool. Now, I know that people have talked, mostly Dee Dee, when I would listen to her, she would be saving her paint. What do they call this? Like her peeled paint stuff. And coffee. Coffee. I spell it Caufee, coffee. I worked with a girl who was originally from Pittsburgh, and she says, how does she say it? She doesn't say coffee. Her husband will make fun of me. Where are you from, Philly? She would say, coffee? Coffee? I guess the right way. Yeah, paint skin. That's it, Dixie. But I never realized like it could be so pretty. But now my question is, what do you do with it? Do you just like glue it on your book, glue it in a book somewhere? Do you just glue it? But so now I'm going to be more mindful of the colors when I'm using those wheelie things and peel that jazz off, because man, that was cool. I showed my husband and he looked at me like I had 3 heads. See, there's just nobody nearby me that gets excited about this, dumb art stuff. Okay, I was thinking about working or doing something with these. I have a ton of these. And if you think this is a lot, I got a whole carton full of these. Someone that worked with my husband gave them to him for me. I guess he works at at least right now, he's retiring in June, the end of June. They were giving away dog biscuits at an event they had, and they used these. I call them pillow boxes. I don't know if that's the right term. You fold the ends in. Try merrily, gently on Lori's stream. There's us. We wubs your show and brag. Oh, thank you. So this these work up really nice, really, for at Christmas time or birthdays. You can decorate these, pop a pair of gloves in or a little scarf, But I've got tons of them, and quite frankly, I'm not giving that many presents anymore. So I thought I would cut these. It's a nice weight cardboard. Maybe I could do something with that. And I thought, I don't know if I feel like that today. And then I was picking up my area because what was I working on yesterday? Oh, the last stream I did, I was, the envelopes with a twist. Shall I show you what now let's see if I can find where I put them. I finished up a couple. Well, it's starting to rain. Hope those guys outside will be okay. We do, but we don't live next door. Don't anyone here knows who does this stuff? I know. I met one lady, it's been 2 years ago at the pool, and we were talking art, and I had hoped that I could get to know her, but I don't know if she died or moved or what. I haven't seen her since. Yeah, toilet paper rolls. I made a toilet paper roll journal way back when I first started to scrapbook art. It was really cool. I loved making it. Okay, so for those of you who may or may not have been to my last, I think it was my last stream. When do I stream? Sunday. Was it Sunday? Oh, it might have been an impromptu. Who knows? I don't even know what day it is. Friday. It's Friday. So anyway, I thought about making envelopes for your journals, but not wanting to glue them down or have them come out as a separate piece. And so I was thinking about making them like a folio so you could include them and put journal pages in between and around them, and then have them where you can use them. So this is one. Of course, that's the back side. This little guy is loose. Now this is where I punched a hole, and in hindsight, didn't really punch it in a good spot because I was thinking of the envelope this way versus this way going in your journal. And then, of course, you can tuck things in and out. Right, decorate them for gift boxes. That's what I have done in the past. But I need a little something, something there. I didn't necessarily want it to be the same as that. This is the one I did on the stream. I just decided to put those folks just like that. I didn't add anything additional. And these are pages from a gardening book. So that's kind of, hey, Angie Brown. Good morning, good morning. Okay, sweetheart. Thanks for stopping in, though. I appreciate that. And then I pulled out some Stamperia paper and some Graphic 45. So this is the B paper. And this one I decided to do cloth tabs rather than like the strip of cloth. And I didn't have anything that I thought worked real well. Let's face it, I didn't dig real deep. I could have gotten some black probably. But then I decided I really didn't like it. So I'm covering that up, and I've got to do something on this side. And of course, that one's not done. Let's see, did I do anything else? Oh yeah, this one's done. This is also the B paper. So who knows, once I put pages there, they may not work as well as I think. Yeah, that's the stream where I named it Crazy or Clever. Yes, it's Market Day. And this one, of course, is in progress. The other thing is, if you're going to try this, what I discovered I should have paid attention to, but I did not, because I wanted them to go bottom of envelope to bottom of envelope. This one, the letters, you know, see, this is upside down. So I had to go that way. And now this is upside down. Hey, good morning, Gaillian. So I have to cover this up somehow. And I just love the print. So I have to figure that out, because some of the stuff is just not. See, that's upside down. That's upside down. So if you are going, even if you're making envelopes that you want to put in a journal, thanks, Marty, you have to just be cautious if it's something that, you know, you need to read. Hello, Lori. I mean, I should have realized that, but I did not. I did not. All right, so I have several Edith Holden books. And when I first started to get them and purchase them to use them, I had a hard time finding the one that everybody was wanting to. Well, I could find them, but you know what? I don't want to pay $30 for it. Okay, El Cheapo, because I'm going to tear it apart. I might hold on to it for a little bit, but eventually I'm gonna tear it apart. I hope no one here. Oh, thanks, Judy. I hope no one here is a librarian. Okay. But yeah, I get them to tear them apart. And on some sites, you see something different, but you can't really look inside. So some of them, I'm sorry, it's just a crapshoot. You know, you don't know. It might be all words. It might not have any pictures. And there's one that's about her life. It's an Edwardian lady's. I have one somewhere. I don't know if I could get my hands on it. And there are some nice pictures in it, but there are not a lot of pictures like the ones I'm going to show you today. And then I found one, I think it was Abe's Books, and it was a while ago. And of course, I've got this one all ripped apart. This one's German, but these pages are smaller. If you're familiar with any of the Edith Holden books, they're a decent sized book. Welcome, welcome, and good morning to all who are coming in. So this German one is, and this is what really pushed me to get this. This is about 5.5 by 7.25. So that's, basically a 5 by 7 frame, if you can wrap your brain around that. These other ones are bigger. This one, oh my gosh, look, right here on the bottom, it says Blue Tit, Ivy and Holly. If you are ever in the, oh, Gail says, laughing, I was a volunteer librarian at my son's school for a while. It does kind of pain me just a bit when someone tears up a perfectly good book, but she'll deal with it. I can appreciate that. If you've ever been in Keisha's one of Keisha's sales, um, it's like a thing at the market. Somebody mentioned a titmouse, and it's just been crazy. And every time we see a little bird, it just struck me as funny. Are you still here, Ange? This is the blue tit. Right there. Okay, so this is like the normal size. So this is 7.25 by maybe 9 7/8, 9, a little over 9 3/4. So I don't know if everyone is familiar with her work, Edith Holden, but these, I took them all apart. And the thing is that they run over into the next month. So I've got January, I got them all split up into months, and I was thinking about making monthly journals. And this little book cover, see, I just took these pages out. So I think I could trim that down and maybe make a cover and put some of the, I mean, I wouldn't put them all in, not all in. And finally, Marty says, I finally tore a book apart. You cried and cried all day? Oh, that reminds me of that song. In a little while from now, if I'm not feeling any less sour, I'll treat myself. I'd let myself and visit a nearby tower. When climbing to the top, I shall throw myself off in an effort to make it clear to who what it's like when you're shattered and standing in the lurch at a church where people are saying, my God, that's tough. She stood him up. No point in us remaining. I love that song. I'm not really a Beatles fan, but I love that song. Okay, so now my question was this is from the one book that's about her life, I think, the Edwardian Lady's Diary or something, because it has a lot of pictures. Oh, Gilbert O'Sullivan. Sorry, I thought it was the Beatles. She has a lot of pictures in this one book. I'll have to see if I can get it. Yeah, thanks. See, I don't know anything. Barb's the go-to. Gilbert O'Sullivan. Yes, it makes sense. Pictures of her and I think her sister and different things in the town where they lived or whatever. But it also has, as you can see, some of her garden stuff in it as well. But see, now these two, I don't really know what the difference is. I mean, I can see the difference. This says Canada. Got a nice green cover, but I think it's in 1905. But when's the copyright? 1989 for this. But I think the pages, oh, maybe they are a little different. See, the pages laid out a little bit different. Oh, that's kind of cool. I'm not used to that. Okay, now this one, someone cut off the price and where it was from. I need my other, my 2 large glasses. I need those because I remember I cried when my father died. All right, so This says June 1977. It's a facsimile of the Naturalist's Diary for the year 1906. See, look how cool. See, Gowan Bank, Alton, Warwickshire. See, that's where she lived. And this is what I'm used to. See how they're set up different? So there's variety, you see. And you never know, like, I don't know, because if you can't look in the book, how do you know unless you're, a librarian? And then I saw this one, and so a lot of times I'll find a book and I want to see what it looks like inside, so I hop over to Amazon. I don't usually say Amazon, I usually say Amazon. I hop over there to see if I can see what the inside looks like, and you can't always. So this one was a crapshoot, but I'm so excited I got it. I think this was from Abe Books, and even if it comes from England, the shipping's not usually too bad if you go there. And I think this might have come from England. And I don't know if this is got a copyright in it. So I had no idea what the inside of this one was going to look like. And it's so cool. So it still has her artwork. And it's still by month. But looky, looky. It's got a little grid. Sharp frost and thick fog in the early morning. The fog cleared off about 9:30 a.m. and the sun shone brightly. Went for a country walk. I mean, really, could you just die? So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this one. So I've been hoarding these books. Well, a couple of these I just got, but I've been hoarding. Let me see if I can find that other book. Just hold one moment, please. I'm going to walk up. Oh, they got a little tent set up now so they cannot get wet while they're working. Oh my gosh, that's a big old cord. Woo! Big old wire. Big old wire. Oh, I thought I just saw one of my Ediths over here. Yeah, I think that's one. Now, the trick is, can I get it? Oh no, that's this one. Oh, yummy. Got one I didn't realize I had. Oh, I know where I think I know where I have it. See, it's like a library here, but it's not organized. I know, that's probably shocking for you to know that I'm not organized. Shocker. I think it's there. Oh, it is there. I found it. Because if you're wanting one, then this way you'll know what a couple of them look like to know what you might want to get. Oh, I like gluing pages together. All right, this is The Edwardian Lady, the story of Edith Holden. This cover is a dream, okay? A dream. Oh my gosh, look, this has an inscription inside the front cover. My darling Phyllis, you and me and England, you and me and we and England, you and me and we all and England. Thanks to you, my lady, it's a foretaste of heaven. Love, John. Christmas 1980. How amazing is that? Oh, you haven't heard of her before, Gail? Yeah, so here she is. And she just has her own style. See, and this is A portrait of Joseph Adam, the painter. The photograph was taken long before his death. Of course, I haven't read the book, but there's notes and all different things about where she lived. This is Arthur Holden, 1890. So this book is more about, of course, her life, but it also has some of her artwork in it as well. And the pages are a nice white paper. So they're just dreamy to take apart and do things with. However, if you're like Lori, you take them apart and you hoard them and you don't do anything with them. So I happened upon, I've been talking about her a lot, Gail Agnostelli. Oh, sorry, Barb. And she spent a day cutting, she spent one of her videos cutting and making pockets out of Edith Holden pages. So I have some of those sitting around here somewhere too, where I started on those, and they look really sweet. I got to make tags to go with them. So I thought today I might fuss around with some Edith Holden pages, and I don't know what I'm going to do. So I thought I might like to take some pages and just start. Okay, Barb. Augustinelli. I'll get it, Barb. I'll get it. Probably not till next century, but I'll get it. Thank you, my dear. Augustinelli. I gotta put those. I gotta put that phonetic thing in my head so I can remember. So I thought I was thinking about putting some of the pages and making folios or signatures to go in something like this. But see, these guys, I took these all apart. This was glued, I guess, and I couldn't get a folio. So these are all singles. And then I've had this sitting off to the side. I made this journal a while ago. It's got eclectic type paper pages in it. I jelly printed some canvas. And then, oh, wait a minute. My sister's saying help. Of course, I'm streaming again. Wait till I tell you what happened last time. I'm going to tell her I'm streaming. Just give it one moment. I'm going to turn my sound down. The other day, my phone started dinging, and, we chat on and off. Well, you don't know. My sisters and I chat on and off all day long. So I thought it was just a chatty chat, and here it ended up. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's just our mother. Okay. So I kind of blew them off. I said, can we chat later? I didn't read the message. I said, can we chat later? I'm streaming it now. I'll get a hold of you later. And then I just put my phone aside. Well, here her future daughter-in-law was having a reaction to a pneumonia shot she had gotten, and my sister was asking for prayer. Okay, talk about feeling like a heel. I said, if it's emergency and I do that, I'm going to try not to do that anymore. I'm going to read the message first, but call me. So, because I want to, like we were just saying earlier, I want to stop what I'm doing and want to pray if I know about something like that right away. And oh my gosh, I feel like such a toad. Okay, the kid's okay. It only lasted about 10 minutes, but they rushed her to the hospital. So my sister just got a message from our mother. Now, I've been saying for a while too, our mom's getting loopy. My mom says to my sister, I hope I'm not goofy. I wanted to wish you happy birthday. My sister's birthday was in April. Okay. Got to love the mummy. All right, so what I thought I might do is just bite the bullet and take some of these pages. Now, they're in German. I don't really care so much about that. It's just kind of the look of the pages. And then I thought I might just start popping them on some of these pages and do some work in this little journal because I like it and I like Edith. So there you go. All right, so let me put my books aside. Sorry for that noise. And I want to be mindful of my time because Lena will be coming on after me. So I think I'm going to start with, all right, let me pull out March. Let me pull out May and August and October, because they are the birthday months of my family, my husband, myself, and my children. Now, if I have room, I may add my grandchildren in. Now, my grandson is April, and my granddaughter is also May. So let's start at the very beginning. Okay, let's start with my daughters. That's March. Yeah, sometimes things crop up and it's hard to, and Fridays are hard because that's typically the day I might run around and do some things. So I've got to grab some lunch when I'm not done here, and then I'm headed out to, I'm changing some things in my daily routine in my life. I'm stopping being a part of the co-ops that I've been a part of. So today I've got to go pick up stuff from the last one and get my buns out of there. The lady's been storing my stuff for me. Peggy, hello. She's popping in to say hi. She's been helping her son move his company. That's a big job for 3 weeks. She has no life. Oh, Peg. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, I'm sure. And I am so sure your son is so appreciative of your help. Kids come first. Family first. Hubby first. All right, so I have no idea what I want to do. I'm just going to have a little gander. So I just have trouble cutting these pages. I wish I had handy the pockets that I've been working on. Oh, see, that's cute. The horse I'm not so thrilled about. So there's going to be some trimming and some gluing, and then some inking. Oh, my ink, ink-a-dink. I don't know why. When I say ink-a-dink, I remind myself of Jimmy Durante. I don't know why. I guess he sang a song, Ink-a-dink-a-doo. Maybe that's why. Does anybody else remember that? Ah-cha-cha-cha. Jimmy Durante with the big honker, the big nose. He was a funny guy. Do. All right, I need a little cutter. Well, you know what? Maybe I'll tear. That's scary too, right? To tear. Yeah, I'm dating myself here. All right, I need a piece of scrap paper. Now, of course, I cleaned up my space. And I could really ink on top of my glass mat here, but you know, it gets smeary and you got all that mess. And you can't, it's dark, it's black, so you can't see where you've inked. All right, so let me decide My cousin called him Jimmy, and his auntie, he was about 3 or 4. Wait a minute, I missed something else. Gail, for yourself, that would be okay, I think, but I can't sell a journal with copies. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. I missed something. Did Gail have a question? Now I see I've... Oh, wait a minute. Let me go back. Let me see if I can get back up there. Wait a minute. Jen. Hi, Jens. I don't know if I've met you before, Jen. Have I? Gosh, I'm so sorry if I forget. I think I'm really good at remembering people's names. Not. Okay, let's see. Now, see, I have to make copies to use instead of using the originals. Yes, you can do that. And Marty's right. If it's for you, that's fine. I'm a reseller. Okay, nice to have you back, Stephanie. Um, Connie Dunn, hello, good morning. So, okay, so I can call Jen, not Jen's. Okay, fine, that's good. All right. I know it's hard to ruin them. I know. I hear you. I hear you. I wish I could show you my pockets. I have no idea where I put them. See, I've got all these projects in process, and I'm not organized. I'm really basically what you call a mess. When I worked, oh, Jen, you're from Beth's group. Okay, and Rebecca's. All right, great. Wonderful. Thanks for coming in. Okay, so let's see. Now, see, I have this first page here, and I really like this because this was a page from, I don't know, something, but it had a sentiment. Christmas, 1989, to Louise from John's dad. I love that. And then I've got a variety of stuff in here. See, this isn't so great, so I'm going to cover that up. It's a little pocket, but I'm just going to cover it up. All right, so let's get started on something here. I'm going to start with March, and I don't really care about mixing up the days. And I might just start gluing some stuff down and then come back in and out. Jen asks if I'm doing the international challenge thing. I have no idea what that is. Marty says, eek, I came out to the back porch to enjoy a lovely day while watching, sitting here, and a spider, right towards the coffee. Okay. So a couple weeks ago, I asked if you just made a fresh cup of coffee and one of those little tiny flea type little bugs that zip around in the summer gets into your coffee, do you dump it and get a whole new cup, or do you scoop it out and drink? I scoop it out and drink. If a spider got in it, I'm dumping it. Just saying. All right. So I have no idea what this says, but I like the way it looks, and I'm not too crazy about the look of that. So here we go, girls. Okay, I have to say, I'm not really breathing while I'm doing this. Not really breathing. But I'm thinking I want that there. This could change. See, I think I'm going to use this like maybe here because it's got just a lot of writing and I can glue on top. Right, Jen? Never gets old. You got that right. At least for me. I just love, look at those eggs. Oh, love it. Love it. All right. Does anybody else do this? My inker, I know there's ink in there, but there's not a lot. Well, there's probably more than I think. So when I have trouble, I just spritz it a little bit with water and let it sink down in there. And then usually it's better. It's better. It's better. It's better. Now I want to try a little stamperooning. Let me get my Angie bowl because I got stuff stored in my Angie bowl here. And I thought I threw a little stamperoonie in here. Maybe I didn't. No, I didn't. I've got little bits and bobs in there. Bits and bobs. Bum, 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 do, 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 do. Bum, bum, bum. I just want to test. Just want to test. Yeah, that's better. That will be better. You have Edith Holden's that your grandmother owned? Okay, I'm telling you right now, if I am at a yard sale or if I go into a Goodwill at any time and I see an Edith Holden book on the shelf, you will hear me screaming. Okay? If one day you, out of the clear blue, you hear somebody screaming, say to yourself, Lori just found an Edith Holden book. Okay? Yeah, I wouldn't cut them up either. Do you know the date on them? I went into, that's a whole nother story. Some of you know it, some of you don't. I went into my second, what do you call them? Second, it smells good like an addict. Oh my gosh, Jen, you're killing me. An estate sale, my second estate sale. That's a whole nother story. And man, I was digging through those books. I thought if I find an Edith Holden here, I'm going to go out of my mind. Potential spam, of course. Leave me be, please. All right, so now this. I know. I can't resist them, especially now because I guess because all of us have made her so popular, her book so popular. Now to find one at a decent price, it's like a challenge. I always look. Yeah, not if it was my grandmother's. Gosh, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine to even know somebody who had the good taste to have one. Oh my gosh. All right, that's going to go there. I have to try everything. Well, not everything. Okay, I'm not really into the plastic canvas stuff. And that's mostly because for whatever reason, I can't get it. I can't figure it out. I'm not good at it. I am frustrated by it. And I've given up. I've given that one up. But there's not too much else in the art and craft world that I really, wouldn't like to try. So I tried the Citrusol on the National Geographic pages. How freaking ugly is that? Mine just Rosemary Morris, hers are freaking beautiful. You believe the date is in 1900 something. Oh my gosh, Jen. I never thought about trying to do writing like Edith Holden. That's a great idea, Marty. All right, so this is still a little, I should have I'm going to take a little more off of this one, even though I inked it. But see, I might be able to use that little piece somewhere. So we're going to hold on. We're going to hold that. Now, I'm not ready to glue everything down. Oh, Connie. Yeah, that would be a tormentor for me. Good morning, Kathy C. How are you? Nice to see you. All right, so I'm just going to kind of start laying some of this stuff out, deciding where I want to put stuff. So I'm thinking I want to cover that yuck up. Now this one I might cut because I've got a straight edge here. See, and then I just tore that off. So how cute would that be there? That's going to work there for sure. I might glue that one right down because this little bit's going to get lost. Where did I put my glue? Oh, I see it. German is one thing, but that's like the perfect size too. I'm going to make sure it's right side up. Now, I put some of these little plastic bags here right next to where I work, so when I want to glue down something, I should have put this on the back of the paper, not there. You know, some things, you know I know I shouldn't do that, and I do it anyway. Now this is where I have to measure. Because I don't really want to make a mistake and waste any of the pages either. So what have I got going on here? So I need a piece about 3.5 inches that away. Sorry if I just hit the camera. Get my cutter. 3.5 inches. I'm going to scoot it just a little bit, or as Gail would say, just a skosh. I'm going to take a little bit more off to the other end where it's plain. Yeah, that'll work okay. All right. See, and once, for me anyway, once I get nervous about doing something like this, but then once I start laying some stuff out, it's like I get into a groove and then things start coming together. I don't know if that's like it is for y'all, but now I'm going to put, just in case, I just want to put that there. I think I want to get this edge dark. I think my paper's going to come right up to the edge there. This was on my jelly plate. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't throw anything out. That's what I was thinking. Hey, Barb, you're putting Barb in your will? Come on. It's so funny. Murray has often said, and that's Murray, her channel is the Murray. And she has often said, she doesn't want her things to just, her journals and things to just be thrown out. And I just want to say, hey, Mary, just put my name inside a couple of them with a note that says, this gal will pay the shipping. Oh, thank you, Jen. That's very sweet. I've said to my husband and to my one sister who just started watercoloring, because now it matters a little bit more to her. I said, this stuff is precious to me, and I know plenty of people that feel the same way. Don't throw my stuff out. Give it away. I might want to do March. I might come across another page. Here we go. Here we go. I get really anal about stuff too. Like I really want to cover that up. Oh, my mother's 91. Of course, like I said, she's getting loopy. So she doesn't really know, but we've been trying to get our mom to tell us her wishes, and just try to get an idea of how she might want things or what's, just to get an idea. And our mother's response is, well, I'm just hoping I'll kirk off. I don't have to think of it. See, she didn't want to think about it either. I don't think my mom has anything that's really a lot of value. It might not be, but at least it's green and blue, so it kind of goes. Kind of goes. See, but everything has value to me. What was I just, when I was cleaning up? Okay, so I don't know about your area where you live, but where we live, if we go into a local diner, and with COVID, it might have changed a little bit, but generally, and I think they're back now, they have like it on the windowsill, or they might have a little case where papers and things, flyers, that they're free. You can just pick them up, right? Now here's a piece of transfer or deli paper or something I threw in there. I'm going to leave that go for right now. I kind of like how that looks, to see through that. So I pick those up occasionally because some of them are really nice to do stuff in. And then there for a while, I was getting mail. Oh, here it is. From a cruise line. Hi, Sherry. Good morning. And it's a real glossy paper. But I love the size. It's narrow and, well, it's not that narrow, but it's narrower and long. So I decided I wanted to use this color combo. So I just started painting acrylic pages in here. Now it's not great because I'm impatient. I don't let it dry as well as it should. So some of them stick together, and then when I pull it, it makes little marks. But now that I've painted some of these, so I still have a couple pages left to paint. See there, I pulled up the paint. But now that I've painted them, they almost feel leathery. For me, I'm very tactile. For me, a lot of it's the touch. So I just love the way this feels. Okay, how weird is that? And then the one co-op that I was in, the whole group of little stores made this little directory. These are nice, heavy cardstock weight, glossy pages. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm rolling off paint or paint. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but this one's not too big. And it's just cool. And it was, free. Aw. So, see, that would be trash to my family, but to me, that's like really a cool thing. All right, so let's see. This looks like a little poem. I might want that there. I don't have to really go in order. Oh, here's some more of the bird and the eggs. Let's put that with that page. How much is that doggy in the window? Okay, I'm really not a horse person. I might use that side. I'm going to put that to the side. I mean, okay, so some of them aren't that great to me. Oh, that does sound cool, Jen. She said that she has a huge quilt her parents and friends made from Woodstock. Sweet. My parents were boring. All right, so we got little lambs. We've got pussy willows and that's another. Maybe here. And did everyone here know that there's a certain way to rip and tear? You tear one way, you see the white stuff. You tear the other way, you don't. Didn't know that. I learned that from Maria, from Maria's Miscellany. Oh, and that's the other thing I was going to say. I don't know if she's here. She's lurking. Sometimes Ann Laurel stop in. And the other day it was, I just ripped off that bird's tail. And Malia came in. And Ann was trying to get the right pronunciation of her name. And Malia said it's like Maria, but with an L. So I was going to say, Ann, if you're listening, Malia. She thought you kept the R and added the L, but it's Malia. Malia. Make sense? Oh, Gail, you have quilts from your mom? Your sister has some and your dad has the rest. I have the last one she worked on till, that's so cool. My mom crocheted doilies, and I've got several of hers. She was not a sewer. I said to my husband, I wish I could find, like at a yard sale or a flea market, just a tattered quilt that's just, but see, people probably throw that away. Like they think, who would want a torn up, half ripped, old quilt? But see, I would love to have the fabric from that, because then you can tear it apart and it like is so yummy when you want to use it in a project, right? I know you guys understand what I'm saying. All right, so this is a page that I think I tried to do. On this paper, I tried to do an echo print. And a lot of my plants, I don't know, they're just, oh, she is, Jen? That's cool. I know. Would love to scoop up a quilt. All right, so I think I want to get one of my wheelies. See if I can get a print here while I'm thinking about it. That one might be good. That one's out in the kitchen, I think. All right, we'll use this. We'll try the smaller. See, I never know where my mind's going to go. This is what I was talking about, stamping around. I call them wheelies. I don't know if that's what they're really called. They're probably not called that. Where's my, here. Oh, see, I'm getting the edge. That's not good. All right, so what I'm going to do is, yeah, they're cool. I lucked into those because I purchased a whole lot of craft supplies from a lady who was changing course in her art career, if you will. And I didn't know anything about them. So, yeah, sometimes eBay or Facebook Marketplace, and there's also a place called, I think it's Mercari, MERCARI.com, where a lot of people are selling, used things, not new stuff that they are wanting to get rid of. And sometimes you can get them for a decent price. But there again, I saw someone, I don't think it was Gail, I think it was somebody else, use one of these. I thought, I could use that on the jelly plate. Yeah. And they really do work. Like a couple of them, I have the ink that goes in, like the bigger one. The ink pad fits right in there. So you just keep wheeling and it re-inks itself. They're really cool. So my other one is wider. And I have a little tiny one, but it's not a Stampin' Up! One. And that's got a couple of cute little things. And I don't know where I got that. I think I got that at a Goodwill, but there's no brand name on it. It's real skinny. So what's this one? This one's about, yeah, this one's an inch. I think my other one's like maybe 2 inches. It's a real chubber. That's what this came off of. That's what the other one is, this size. Well, see, look, Kathy, I rolled and rolled and rolled while I was jelly printing, and then it got so thick on there. See, look, I just peeled it off. This is a paint skin that I peeled off one of these rollers. So, but I mean, if you're mindful of that, I mean, okay, it's not a blast. Yeah, if you've got a thin coat on there, it's a pain. You're better if you use it several times. It builds up a little bit. But if you throw them right in a bowl of water, a bucket of water, it scrubs off pretty easily. It's not too bad. All right, so I'll decide later, but I think I want that little guy there. And here's another piece of kind of yucky, well, that's not too bad. Let's see, what do I have? Yeah, I think it's cool too. So I showed my husband, he looked at me like, are you serious? are you serious? That's just so lucky. Hey, It doesn't take much to make me happy. And for that, he should be very grateful. I'm looking for something that's on the, maybe the blue, has some blues in it. I don't like spiders or snakes. How's my time? Okay, I got about 45 minutes. 45 minutes. Actually, this would probably go on that page. Whoa, look at that. I guess you just glue these skins down. Does anybody know how people use these skins? October. I don't think I'm going to find anything blue in October. I saw one little blue, but they were kind of... See, that's blue, but I don't think I want to totally cover up. Poppies. Oh, can I stand it? I don't think I can stand it. I know, right? I do. People tell me that's a Philly thing, Connie. I say water. Water. Not water. That's how my girlfriend would say coffee. Coffee. I thought I saw a little blue that maybe I could fussy cut. And I think I have some ADD because, see, I pop from one thing to another. So I have all these projects sitting all around. And then I can't remember where I put them. Although I remembered where I put these pages. Okay, Gail says she's getting ready for a de-stash. Right, it's water, not... Yes! Jen, where are you from? What parts are you from? Are you an American girl or are you Canadian? What's the story? What's the story, Jen? And my mother, she says turlet, not toilet, turlet. If I ever run into any art stuff at the thrift shop, I'm like, wow. Yeah, Connie, you're probably right. Turlet. Yes. Yes. Right, Connie? I don't know. All right. I don't know. I guess I was wishful thinking. I don't see any. Of course, there's probably something blue in those other pages. I'm not going to let that hang me up. Okay, this is the cover of a Reader's Digest. I had never seen Reader's Digest like this. So, of course, I had to buy them. They're soft-sided. You know how we like those hardbacked Reader Digests? Oh, Jen. I live in South Jersey now, but I'm from Pennsylvania. I lived right outside Philly. How about that? And so this one's dated May 1939. So I had to put it in my book. And this is a page from a travel book, that I got to look at and absorb before my first trip to Europe. So I threw a page of that in there. All right, so that's Yeller. That's the back end of that book. What's that other? Boy, my of course I like this page. I don't know why I had to put that in there with the tear. Oh, I saw something purple. Not in October. That's for dang sure not in October. Look at those lovely little violets. Soda. It's always soda for us. Never say pop. I've known people that say pop, but it's always soda. Sometimes we would say soda pop, but we would more often say soda. All right, so if I mean, that's just boring if I put this all together, but see, I've got this, this torn page. How about I do a little, oh, you know what I want to do? Girls, I need some of that tape that looks like you peed on it. I call it pee tape because I don't know what else to call it. Where's my, I know that's very inappropriate. I'm so sorry. Oh, you say Coke? Coke is pop all the way around? Oh, I don't want the double stick. I don't want the frosted window panes. Oh, making more noise than the air conditioner, guys. Here we go. I'm sure most of you know how to do this, but see, if I don't do it now, I'm going to forget about it. Okay, here's my little Stewie. Move out the way, Stu. I'm looking for my, pardon my reach. It's got like a Band-Aid top because it got a crack. Okay, I'm looking for my alcohol. I'm just going to do it over here on my, can y'all see over there? I'll move my camera a little bit. Oh, sorry, Gail. This might have to be in two pieces. We'll see. So you take a piece of clear tape. Johnny explained to me how to do this. And then you take some of your alcohol ink and you just squirt it on. Now, if you rub this around with your finger or a cotton swab, it just doesn't look as cool. It's just the way it is. Just does not look as cool. So do yourself a favor. Just do it right. I'm sorry to hear that he's not feeling well. I'm going to use my heat gun to move this along a little. Because you know I'm going to put my arm in it. Tacky. Still tacky. I think it's funny too, like, of course, they're in a different country, England, but like we say cake, but they always say sponge. It's a cake, but you make this, you know what I'm saying? I love all that kind of stuff. Oh, Jen. Yeah, my daughter's family has had it. They had and that was just she called the doctor, and that was just a regular virus that, oops, going through families. And of course, then her husband got COVID. I know, right, Gail? We have a sponge cake, but it seems like when they make cake, like when my bonus son was living with us, he wanted to make me a Victoria sponge, just a cake. I think they use that across the board, just like instead of "Do you want dessert?" they say, "Are we having pudding?" Yeah, my daughter just ordered a bunch of kits. You can get them from the government at no charge, just to have them on hand. Yes, they're cookies or biscuits. Exactly. They're so stinking cute over there, I gotta say. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what my daughter said. Their stomachs hurt. Yeah. Okay, so now this is dry. I'm going to add additional glue because once I glue it down on another surface, it usually doesn't stick real well. And it may not come up in one piece either. But most of the stick, it's getting pulled off. Now, I did that really dark. Ugh, wait a minute. I'm not getting that together. I want to come over. I want to lap it. I want to lap it. I know, right? I could listen to her all day. And the same with Lisa Conway from Lisa My Eclectic Life. I could listen to her talk all day with that little Texas accent. Lisa and Tanya were working on a project, and they were putting their collage stuff down. They were working, I think it was at gardens or I don't know, something. Lisa was working on something that had a tree. And it might have been when they were carving down in the books. And she kept saying she had a hidey hole, but with her accent to me and my bad ears, it sounded like she was saying hiney hole. Sorry, because of the accent. It was just I was cracking up. She's so adorable. Okay, I probably should think about. Maybe I should think about that. Getting the April. I can use the April because of my grant. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I've got the spiders and snakes thing in my head too. I like to watch baseball, my baseball team, right? And there's one commercial that comes on all the time. It drives me freaking nuts. You know what? I guess it's a bank commercial, Citizen Bank or something. I don't even like with some of these commercials and ads, I don't even know what they're selling, but I know the tune or whatever, right? This one is what they show you somebody with a dollar bill, scraping it on the corner of a building or something. Then it goes ding, ding, da, ding, da, ding, 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 da, ding, da, ding, ding. I love that. And then they come up with the tune afterwards. It's like drives me nuts. My mother was like that when we were growing up. She'd say something and then start singing something. I lost my inky page to to do my test inks on and stuff. What the heck did I do with it? So I want to ink-a-dink. Ink-a-dink. I'll have to get me another. And then, of course, I love any kind of accent. You know, when you're up in Boston, New York, all that. I just love it. Oh. Yeah, right, Connie. You should. Yeah, you should. Because you need to know that. Yeah. Pop on over. Pop on over for a bit. Oh, Shabby Dabby Doodah, she's got an accent. I do love an accent. Well, Peggy's husband's Irish. She's got an accent. I mean, how sweet is that? So my son said an English girl is 10 times more attractive just because of her accent. I don't know. I think it's different from everybody. A couple weeks ago when my daughter's family had it and she called her physician, I would just call your physician's office just to be safe and not take the word of someone else. But they told her it was just a regular virus going around, the vomiting and all that jazz. But I would call and double check. Yeah, I'm liking that. That's good. Okay. So now I want to put a little scruftiness on this page. So watching Mary this morning, and Tanya's doing a postcard swap. I think I might get in on that. Because I've eased up my schedule some. I should be able to get a couple of postcards done. I was just wondering if there's a weight, like if I used cardstock or a light cardboard for a postcard. Don't be sorry, Connie. Yeah, I'll be tickling his nose. Just, you need to know, especially like, I don't know if you've been, if it should be COVID and you've been exposed, can you then still go get your booster? That would be the other question I would have. All right, so now I've got that big tear I want to cover. So I'm going to take and tear this page with these violets. Violet. And this stuff. It's like our son when he was little and he knew he had to get blood drawn. My husband would have to chase him across the parking lot. Come on, Connie's husband, man up. Okay, I should probably get out my Yest paste, but I'm not going to. I've only got about 30 minutes left. Well, maybe I should, because it really does glue everything down so very nicely. I don't have to put my hands in it. Okay, who's getting their picture taken and why? I missed that. I try to avoid both, but if I have to, I get my picture taken. Dixie, many here say made, just colloquialisms, no pictures. I'll have to go back and look. I'm so freaking nosy. All right. Now, I don't know if this is helpful or not, but I keep a baby wipe in there, and it has stayed moist to try to keep the top of my Yes paste to not dry out. All righty, let's see here. I'm going to start gluing some of this down. And I'm using a little silicone spreader thingy. Now, I haven't had this Yes paste very long, but so far, I like it. And once you start moving it around, it kind of juicens up a little bit and moves a little easier. I have not been successful with, I should have put something under that, with glue sticks. I can't, every time I use a glue stick and then I go back to work on something where I've used it's off. It comes off the page. Oh, Dixie's trying not to get her picture taken. Yeah, I hate to have my picture taken. Oh, they are making a ticket when they're making travel arrangements. Well, my bonus son would say things like if we were going to go somewhere, go to a restaurant, and we were trying to get ready to go, he would say, well, you better get a riddle on. I'm like, what? So now I say that. And of course, my daughter, she lived with an English family. Let's see, it was an English family, but they were living in Germany. They were her host family when she was student teaching in Europe. And one time she sent me, of course, at that time it was Skype. She would Skype me. She was there for about 13 weeks, and she would Skype me. And we had a regular time when she would Skype. But this one day, it was like a different time, and I heard the phone making that crazy, or the computer making that crazy noise. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what's the matter? And she was contacting me to say her host mom, Jan, she just said dodgy. I can't stand it. I'm going to lose my mind. Jan just said dodgy, because we would always tease and say, well, that's kind of dodgy, because like we wish we were English and had an English accent. We're freaks. But so fun. All right, I think I want a little piece of this in here. I've got to get a little more than just gluing down stuff. And I'm going to get this jaggy edge, because I like jaggy edges. And that's way too much fabric, but that's all right. I think I might put cheesecloth on top at some point. And I've got my Fabri-Tac right here at the ready, which is much better for, well, it's good for a lot of stuff, but I like it for fabric. And I also use the silicone spreader to spread that around, because I don't mind getting stuff on my fingers so much. But gosh, some of this stuff is really hard to get off your fingers. Marty, I'm telling you, you look so good for your age. All right, I'm just saying. You were in nursing for 103 years. Girl. I might have to stop somewhere today and get me some chocolate-covered coconut candy Last night, Marty and I, Barb, I don't know. Barb wasn't there last night, was she? At Zena's? Zena's the Sassy Crafter. Is that her handle? And she had this delicious looking piece of candy in a wrapper. I didn't recognize the brand. But it was coconut covered with chocolate. Okay, that's like one of my most favorite things. She ate it right in front of us. I don't think she offered us any, did she? Is it, Gail? Kindred spirits, kindred spirits. I got a little sticky on the front of that. Doing that on that paper. Was it dark chocolate? When it comes to coconut, I mean, I would prefer the milk. She did not, right? Okay, I'm just saying right now. Rude. Wish I would have thought of that last night. I'd have told her up front. Rude, Miss Dina. Oh my gosh, it was square and it was thick and chunky. Oh my gosh, it looked like heaven. Yeah, I'll do both. Believe me, I'll do both. There was a candy company in Philly, Northeast Philly. What the heck was it named? I think they're out of business now. It was a crazy, crazy, crazy name. My sister Nancy would remember. And at Easter time, okay, I'm pulling threads out of this fabric, and they're so great if you lump it together and glue something on top. You were Zoom-a-dooming? Hey, cool, Barb. Barb, we have to talk about, meeting, in person like Zoom and do something. Yeah, right? It was a strange name. I didn't ask where she got it. But, of course, we had the crunchy bag, and then she pulled it out of the bag. No wonder I was eating cereal at, 12:30 at night, because I couldn't stand it. I just can't stand it. Now I forgot what I was saying. That's not important. It must have been a lie, as my dad would say. It must have been a lie. All I can think about is that coconut candy. Oh, Lord have mercy. All right, this is a cute piece. This is part of this page, so I'm just going to... Yeah, let's clarify. Were you Zooming or were you Zumba-ing? Inquiring minds want to know. I think she was probably Zooming, not Zumba. I don't want to assume. Yes, Cinnamon Toast Crunch at 12:30 at night. Could have had a yogurt. Could have had watermelon, but no. Cereal. Well, I really wanted the chocolate Krispies. Cocoa Krispies, they call them. Or what's the other one? Did Jen say? And the one she liked is the little wheat biscuits. I forget what they're called. Oh my gosh, yeah. Would have liked to have that too. Zumba-ing. That's like exercise. Yes, yes, yes. Sorry. Oh, Gail, that's right. You've been doing such a great job. I have to get back on mine. Gail, talk me into it. Got to get back on my program. Peggy was so encouraging to me, and she sent me a lot of really cool stuff. And I went to Europe, and I gave up the ghost when I was traveling. I didn't do too bad over there. I didn't gain any weight over there. Well, first of all, we were walking so much, but I should have come home and gotten right back in the groove. And now I can't get myself jump started again. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. It's really not that good. And the thing of it is, like for me personally, when I eat stuff like that, I feel lousy afterwards. Really lousy. And, I could just continue to do it. Like, how dumb is that? Dumb. Dumb, da dum, dum. Dum, da dum, dum, dum. Okay, I'm really liking my peed on tape. And it's work, it's so much easier to grab, and I won't say what because I don't want to make it worse for you, Gil. But, it's so easy to grab the wrong stuff instead of taking the time to do the right thing. Plus, I'm a gastric bypass failure. So, my husband wants me to eat vegetables, and I'm like, I'm supposed to be eating the stinking protein. Which I could care if I ever had, okay, for the most part, a piece of meat. I'm a carbaholic. Okay, maybe this got a little too dark, but I'm going to keep it. All right, I'm going to flip to the front. What do I got? About 15 minutes. Let's see what okay, definitely want to have that down here. Yeah, I like it at the bottom. Isn't it funny how sometimes with your art, you're working on a page or whatever, collage, and it's just, some people would think, like, just glue it down. Who cares? But you just have whatever you're seeing in your mind's eye, and just some spot on the page feels better than the other spot. Okay, all right, sweetie. Waddle. All right, thanks for being here, Barb. I appreciate you so very much. Thank you, honey. Have a good walk. Okay, so Marty takes medication first thing in the morning, so she has to wait 30 to 40 minutes before eating, so then you're starved and you finally get to eat. Yeah. Well, I was really successful in a very short period of time before I went to Europe, and I was doing the what do they call it, keto, but the oh my gosh, intermittent fasting. And so I wasn't eating anything until, like, say, 11 o'clock in the morning. And then by 8 o'clock at night, nothing after that. So it was like a 14, 15-hour fast or something. And mostly like when you would be sleeping. And that really was working for me very well. But I wasn't really hungry. Once I got into the groove of that, I wasn't really hungry and to eat anything until 11 or 12 in the afternoon. So that was good. But I don't know if that would be helpful for you. But of course, there again with the keto, I don't know, maybe you can't do all that protein. But with that kind of a diet and just limiting certain things, I guess I was full. I wasn't, of course, I was getting off the sugar and all that jazz. And I am so addicted to sugar. Gail says, I eat what I want. Okay, but I only allow, okay, depending on your activity level for the day. Okay, great. You can live with that. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So come on, Gail, you want to tell us how much have you lost? I want you to brag on yourself because it's not easy. Oh, yeah, monk fruit. Yeah, monk fruits. Yeah. I don't know if I have some of that. What's the other one? Monk fruit, and what's the other one that's good that the keto people use? Well, keeping track, if you do it in a little journal, if you're a journal type person, that makes it more fun. I'd much rather write something down than do it on the computer. But that's just me. Like, I mean, physically write it. Oh, that's cool, Gail. I guess that page isn't too terribly bad. I guess they hit it with a stamp. You hate journaling? I like I like the art part of it, but I don't like to write, but if I'm doing anything, I'd rather write it like my planner, if you will, or where I keep my calendar things. No, I don't want to be that on my phone or anything. I write all that stuff down. I like to write that kind of stuff. Oh, arthritis. Gosh. They say your arthritis gets better if you eat properly, too, which, and all those, I don't know what else there is, but there's foods that I was just telling my neighbor there are foods because we're pretty sure she just had a bit of gout in her foot, in her toe. And she's become a real sugar monkey. I mean, she's got the candy and the bowl sitting right by her dish and all the sweets out in the kitchen, the pastries and all that jazz. She started drinking Coke. It's all extra sugar. And, your feet hurt. You get rid of the sugar, usually your feet feel better. I should have moved that. I'm sliding it. Oh my gosh, Gail, that's amazing. Oh, you're a shorty too? My gosh. Yeah, I do diet if I have to have a bit of bubbly. I do diet. I'm a Pepsi girl, I'm not a Coke girl. But even still, it all has, unless it's diet, it's got a lot of sugar. Gail, that is wonderful. Yeah, that is amazing. I keep telling myself the next time I go to Europe, I want to be a normal sized person so I can do more. My husband says I'm not going again. He's a silly boy. My gosh, you're short too, Marty? I think Lisa Conway is only like, I think she's real little, like 5 foot or shorter, right? And Holly Dalton was only, I just thought of her as being taller. Holly said she was only, I think, 5 foot, 5'1", something like that. I mean, I'm not gigantic, but, well, I am sidewise, but I'm like 5'6", 5'7". Our daughter always said she was mammoth. She was 5'9", and then when she married her into her husband's family, he's 6'4", 6'5", I think. He's got, his youngest sister is 6'1" or 6'2", I think. And his middle sister is even taller than our daughter. Dixie's 5'3". That's amazing. Okay, Sherry, I'll see you there sometime today. I've got to go go and do an errand, but I'll be back later. I'll be there for sure. Um, what is Andrew's middle sister? I think is 5'10" or 11, and our daughter's only 5'9". So she married into a tall family. She's always felt mammoth, but she's the shorty of the bunch, I think. Anywho, all right, ladies. Lena's going to be coming on. So you want to make sure you catch her. And you can do maybe what I do a lot of times is watching a couple things at one time. The virtual market is getting ready to begin at 12:30 Eastern. So you'll want to pop in and say hi there. You don't have to make any purchases. Just come and hang out. Keisha does a lot of really neat giveaways, and it's fun. We laugh, giggle, share different ideas for projects, and we shop. Okay. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so it's Friday, so Murray's on later tonight. Uh, thanks to the girls who are modding for me. I appreciate that so much. Got a little bit of something done here. Another work in progress. Raw. And okay, so what am I forgetting? Tomorrow, Saturday, it's Magical Touch. You haven't heard of the market? Oh my gosh, Gail, it's so much fun. And we giggle and laugh and carry on. And yeah, it's fun. Even if, and you see a lot of different things. You get some different ideas. And Mina was telling somebody in Murray's chat this morning, you know, for her and for a lot of us, you see things that you could never otherwise get, or you don't want a whole package, you know. Well, you could kind of sit on your hands if you want. All right, so what else am I forgetting? Okay, so tomorrow morning is Carol and Magical Touch. I think PM Studios is on Saturday. I come on again Sunday morning, and either Ann and Carol combo might, I think they're on sometime on Sunday. So we'll be around, all right? I know. Good idea, though. That's a good thing. Keep that old noodle covered. All right, Judy O. Okay, the market is the Keisha's Creations. Let me type it in because she spells her name, I think, different. It's on YouTube, KIESHA''S Creations. Whoops. Oh no, what did I do? Are you all still there? I hit the banners. KIESHA's Creations. And that's on YouTube. All right, so maybe we'll see you there. I got to grab some lunch, and then I'm headed to a little further south in Jersey. Sorry, we're headed out, Judy. Maybe we'll see you over at Keisha's or somewhere else later tonight. Don't forget Murray's on later this evening. Okay, guys. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll see y'all soon. Thanks for keeping me company. Take care. Have a good afternoon. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Don't forget, Lena's on next. Bye-bye.